Today's church tech tip is the SR3117 by Earthworks. I've been hearing rave reviews about this microphone. I have not yet heard it though. And I know you have heard it. And so I just want to talk a little bit about the SR3117. They make a wired version, which I think is the 117. And I know they're coming out with, by the time this podcast airs, they're coming out with a Sennheiser version as well. The SR3117, I believe, is for the Shure wireless. But tell us a little bit about that microphone and why it's so amazing.
So I was extremely fortunate to get it before it was released, and basically just kind of try it out. First experience, the microphone that I was using prior to this, there were a couple that we were using. I was still at Free Chapel when it came out, living in California. I've since moved to Texas, but in California when we got the mic, we were using a DPA 4018 on our lead vocal, and then we had Telefunken M80s on all the rest of the backline, and then KSM 9s on our speaking mics. My first impression was I was blown away. We flattened the EQ. I didn't have to bring much down at all. I was able to get more gain before feedback, which was incredible. In our room, we had, I think there were 16-foot ceilings. I mean, it's a really low ceiling. You can jump on the stage and hit the line array is how low things are in that room.
Wow.
And so just the ability to turn it up as loud as we needed to.
Yeah, so you had vocals that were probably standing right under, around, or near the line arrays, just kind of blasting right at the microphone.
Yep.
And it gave you more. I mean, how much more gain did it give you? 3 dB, 6 dB? I mean, where did it take you?
It was about 6. Yeah, it was about 6 dB. And in the room, obviously mixing live, you can't really tell the rejection from the rest of the stage. You know, I mean, we have our drums in an enclosure, but the back was open, so the cymbal bleed was still there. Pretty heavy drummer, so all the cymbals would bleed out. And it was night and day when we went into the broadcast room with it. They were like, are you listening to his mic? Like, is that his microphone? And then he wasn't singing at the time, and then he would start singing, and it was like, whoa, that's incredible. Like, you can't hear the drums. And so it was just, it blew us away. And they actually ended up buying, I think, 8 capsules when they came out.
That's awesome. And the vocal quality is crisp and clean.
Yeah, it's definitely my preference now with vocal mics. I wasn't.
So this is your go-to mic.
This is my go-to mic. Yeah, I was a DPA guy. Would swear by it. Loved it. I never really liked the Shure capsules. The KSM 9. You know, everybody raved about it when it came out. Back when it came out, I was a Sennheiser guy. So I had the Neumann capsules. You know, I was a big Neumann fan back then. And then the church decided to go. We went back and forth, decided to go with Shure. So then it was like, I'm losing my Neumann capsule. So then we went, we tried the 58, the 87, then, the KSM 9, and now they've come out with the 8, the 11. It's kind of continued to grow, but I don't know. I fell in love with this microphone when we first tried it, and it was just it blew me away how flat I could run the EQ and get a natural sound from our vocalist.
It's also price to quality. I mean, like when I looked at the price of this microphone, I think it's under $200. I think it's like $179 or something like that on their website. And the quality conversation that I'm hearing coming back from engineers like yourself is like, you will not believe this microphone. It'll blow you away. And of course, everybody out there is streaming. And so some of the things you talked about in terms of the rejection and not picking up all the cymbals and drums, not only does that help you with the streaming side of things, but all these churches that are throwing in drum cages and things of that nature, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but if you get a microphone like this that rejects the sound around it a lot more, maybe you don't have to have a drum cage, or you don't have to cage it as much. So those are some things that I see coming in with the SR3117 that I think is pretty amazing. And it sounds like this is your go-to mic. You use it on all your vocals now?
I use it every Sunday, yep. It is my go-to mic.
If you guys want to get your hands on the SR3117, go to earthworksaudio.com. That's earthworksaudio.com. This is an amazing microphone that you need in your toolkit and will help your vocal mixes go to the next level.
DGCM is a 501c3 nonprofit that was started to help churches with all things technical. Whether you need help building a team, finding the right gear, or just a better understanding of the church tech world, DGCM is here for you. Find out more about our free on-site visits, reports, and consulting by going to audiovideolighting.com. Digital Great Commission Ministries will help you run your church service like a pro. Find out more at audiovideolighting.com.